BradAniCartoon Caillou's parents gets arrested and executed Part 2, The Trial.
Those child abusers is Latina girl who being abused by her psycho parents and her big fat grandmother. They put her false report to the corrupt police officers, burning her money in the forest, which is arson. I'm glad the police officers arrested the other child abusers, because they committed arson, murder and assault on their children. I'm glad the citizens helped someone giving his parents punishment day, and they got crucified for abusing their son as his payback and revenge on them for giving him punishment days non-stop. The corruption cops in Go City, who put false accusations against children, which is kidnapping. That's very illegal, and child abuse is a serious crime against humanity and children. All arrested them for false accusations and reporting on their children, and now I'll go to their trials on January 3rd, 2025.
Hello! How's adorable are you, just like the troublemakers? I'm going to watch Donald Trump will be elected president again in the future, so they plan to kill troublemakers as their punishment for eating baby foods. They are going to set up Doris punishment day. She'll be dead as she chopped her head off. Child abuse made life better than baby show characters.
Fuck Donald Trump. Child abuse is a serious crime against children and made life worse.
Wait! Donald Trump will be.
Where's did you say you're child abusing children?
Caillou, Dora and Arthur included Little Bill. The babies show is the worst. Caillou and Dora reboot will be deleted on Peacock and Paramount.
Started to talk about murder children, because they're abusive parents. Where are the corrupt police officers now?
You're lying about threatening me with a knife. When?
If you don't talk, the police officers arrive to arrest you as their trials, as the judge will decide to put you in the execution on the electronic chair, or you will be sentenced to life imprisonment for supporting child abusing children with their parents' weapons as they attack them, according to BradAniCartoon 2008 single quote S videos.
Alright. You got me. Please, don't take me to prison.
Yes! I will take you to prison for justice for supporting murder and killing innocent children as your punishment by facing community service as for you face life imprisonment.
Help. Someone. Please?
Hey, why are you arresting him? Hey, why are you arresting me for no reason? Now, I'm going to take them to their trials at U.S. Supreme Court of Justice.
A few days later after New Year's.
Court is now open. They looking next wanted criminals who's in the court. The states versus Caillou's parents. Rosie and Caillou as she is going to the military academy. They abuse their son for non-stop by giving him punishment days 24/7, destroy his room many times, killing his cat Gilbert, which is animal cruelty. The other crimes by put him and his allies to the haunted house and the sun in Halloween 2022 and Christmas 2023. Boris and Doris, what did you say to yourself that?
We don't care about our son. He is a troublemaker I ever met. He deserves to be punished as he died in prison for his crimes against Go City.
Yeah. He bullied our lovely daughter as she is innocent and a good girl of art. He is a criminal and...
So that's the reason why you two abusing your son since 5 to 6 years ago, because you did on purpose, and now. So Arthur's parents executed on the crosses for their crimes against their son. The other criminals who in prison for their crimes against children. You two are next going to prison. How's did you two plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
So you two pleaded not guilty. No. I'm called Team Sonic to the stands.
Yes, Your Honor. We're going to stand up to Canadian boys' abusive parents who abused their child. So you are Boris and Doris. You giving him baby toys and shows instead of Nintendo games. This is unacceptable of your behavior. The judge will decide to have a punishment day on January 24th, 2025. I will plead Canadian boys' parents are now guilty for now.
I'm agree with Knuckles. Murder and violence are not funny anymore, and it's a serious crime against their own son. Boris, you and your allies put him and his friends in the haunted house in the sun in Halloween 2022 and Christmas 2023. This is Ridiculous! You two destroyed his room with gasoline. Gasoline is not playing around and he didn't deserve to be punished. Until you will be executed 3 weeks after your sentence to be prison. I think Caillou would be an excellent choice to play Nintendo games, not baby's stuff. I see you killed his cat, Gilbert, on BradAniCartoon's 2008 single quote S video, and on Caillou's birthday punishment day, is Harry Strack's video. You're recording him throwing a big tantrum with a pink shirt on his birthday. You two made us sad. Knuckles got so sad because of you. Not Harry Strack the big bully, which is funny. I'm plead them guilty. Yeah, it's really a heartbreaking story to see on YouTube. You and Fred Joan cut his eyes off with a knife and forced him to put his hand on the blender as you and your allies giving him a punishment day on Caillou's birthday along with his cat Gilbert in the blender and got killed by force then to drink bloods from Gilbert. That's gross. It's put fruit and vegetables including ice creams in the blender to make milkshakes and smoothies, not his private body parts. This is cannibalism. You got a rainbow card and you and his friend got dead meat cards from Harry Strack's behavior cards day. By he taking over Goanimate Elementary School you executed them. That's murder. You two will be executed soon. We're pleading BradAniCartoon Boris and Doris are guilty. That's all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Team Sonic, for this evidence of Caillou's parents giving him punishment days on his birthday. Next, I called Caillou's grandparents come up to the stand.
Oh no! Who's going to be there?
That's right, son. We can't believe you put Caillou on drugs. You and the other child abusers sent to prison, which is false accusations. You and Doris forced him to eat a birthday cake made of mud. That's gross. Caillou didn't deserve to be child abused by you and Doris. Child abuse is a very serious crime against my grandson and it's made life worse.
But Mom, Dad, Doris and I are innocent except Rosie. She is a very good girl of our, which is your granddaughter? No, Rosie is not innocent. You and Doris are both monsters. You and the other child abusers giving Caillou and his new friends punishment days 24/7 by abusing him along with his friends non-stop. That's it. You're grounded for the rest of your life because you, your wife and your allies giving him and his new friends punishment days non-stop. I pleaded my son, my daughter-in-law, and my granddaughter including my other grandson are guilty.
Your father is right. Now on today. We're disowning you as Caillou sent to 2 years in juvenile detention center and Rosie is now sentenced to 10 years in juvenile detention centers as they are going to facing community service at Plotagon Military Academy for bad children by sentencing her to a new foster care as they can go to prison.
No, I don't want to let my sweet little princess go to the military school because Caillou deserved to be in prison because...
It's no. Caillou's fault for didn't deserve to be grounded for this moment. This is all your fault for abusing him 24/7. I'm pleading my son, my daughter-in-law, my granddaughter and my grandson are guilty. That's all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, for your times. No, I called.
Stop! Caillou is the worst baby show character ever because Caillou's parents are innocent, and they have the right to giving him and the troublemakers punishment days. Child abuse has made life better than baby show characters, because Caillou will be executed by Go City. I'm pleading Boris and Doris not guilty. I'm pleading Caillou and the other whiny troublemakers are all guilty for committing crimes against Go City. Donald Trump say to make America great again. That's all, your 4 eyes old lady. Frankensolery, I can't believe you plead Boris and Doris not guilty and plead Caillou and the other child abuser victims guilty. Caillou and the others troublemakers are criminals, not them. They have the right to.
Scallion number 1 is right. Child abuse is a serious crime against children including Caillou, Dora and Arthur.
Here's you go, Your Honor, and let's look all the investigations into the child abuse's crimes against children, and including Doris, who's being abused by her parents and her big fat grandmother. They used drugs on her and cutting her left arm off with a knife, which is murder. They burned her bags of money, which is arson, by putting her in the false report to the police officers. I see let's the investigation of little Bill being abused by his psychopath father along with his abusive family.
I see the investigation of this evidence, all the crimes they have committed over the years. Let's continue with the trials.
Yes, madam.
What's the judgment for finding BradAniCartoon 2008? Boris and Doris pleaded.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty. Scallions number 1, number 2 and number 3? Why? Guilty if is.
I'm agree with Grisel. Guilty.
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 Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Yes it is. Boris and Doris for child abuse, false imprisonment, kidnapping, attempted murder, torture, murder, mass destruction by proxy, psychological abuse and other crimes committing against children. You too will be sentenced to death for the punishment day. Rose as your son payback for your crimes against your children. Now as Rosie is sent to foster care and she is going to the military school for bad children. Caillou will be there on the 24th.
How's good you? Hey, don't kidnap my lovely daughter from us. Please? She didn't go to the military school and...
Yes. Arthur's parents got an ultimate punishment day and got executed for abusing their son, and you two are both next as your son payback for your crimes against your son. With the help of Team Sonic and the whole town folks in the punishment day row on the 24th of January. After your punishment day are over, Sonic will turn into Super Sonic and then execute both you two. They will put you two and the rest of the wanted criminals on the embarrassment parade. Like Jacobs and Bitcoin Hater 2K3's videos.
That's bald Brad will be in the parade for his crimes against humanity in Ghost City.
Guards take them away and they have to prison them.
Hey, don't take us to prison.
Cases is dismissed.
Meanwhile.
Who are you? What's going on here?
We're your new foster parents now, and your parents have committed crimes against your biological brother. As I give my son Johnny for whooping times for his own crimes like your abusive parents.
My parents are innocent, because they give my big brother punishment days for bullying me and my friends. Caillou deserves to be imprisoned, not my biological parents, because...
Stop lying to me. It's time for whooping time with my belt beating you up.
Please. Let me go.
Come on, young lady. Let's go. As your punishment for bullying your biological brother, and it's time for a big time whooping your ass.
Sit down. And bend down. Right now.
No. Please. Don't.
That's for abusing and bullying your biological brother, and I'm going to send you to the Plotagon Military Academy for bad children.
To be continued.